What kind of story do we have this time? Well, let me begin. One day, Mario and friends created a new world. That world was Mario Land. But there was one who didn't think too highly of the name Wario Land. It was that scoundrel, Wario. Kaboom! Wario thought that since he was a superstar, it should be called Wario Land.
Have this.
What's DK doing? Look out! Oh dear. But once he spoke up, an argument about who the real superstar was commenced. Then Princess Toadstool said,
I have a name we can all agree upon. It's just like the princess to solve a problem, they all thought.
feeling a bit humbled.
The name of this world shall be Peachland!
Oh, for God's sake. Hell no. So the ruckus continued for a while. About that time, a terrible thing happened in Mario Land, if you can call it that. Oh dear. He's here. Without warning, Bowser appeared and began attacking Mario Land. A good Koopa Trooper who discovered Bowser ran towards Mario and Company. He's running place, he's not going anywhere. And Koopa shouted as loud as he could,
Mario Land is being invaded by Bowser!
but he was ignored. The Toad, who couldn't stand it any longer, said,
Why don't we name this world after the superstar who defeats Bowser?
Hoo-hoo!
Mamma mia! Yeah! Yahoo!
And monkey noises. Mario and everyone else agreed this was probable. Immediately, they all began scrambling as fast as they could towards Mario Land. This text goes too quick. Will Mario and friends ever be able to defeat Bowser? This is the legend of Mario Land. Let's see how it unfolds in this tale of Mario Party 2! Hi guys, this is Legoyoshi and welcome to my new playthrough of Mario Party 2. Without a doubt, my favourite Mario Party ever. I'm just going to adjust the camera a little bit because it's not completely right. Don't mind me for a couple of seconds, guys. This is behind the scenes of... There we go, that should be okay. So, yes, myself, welcome to Mario Party. My favourite Mario Party. I could not wait to play ever since I finished Mario Party 1, so let's get started. We enter into a little castle, I think.
Hello and welcome to Mario Land. Now please choose your destination.
So we have Rules Land, which I'm not going to Rules Land because I think we all know the rules by now. And I'm going to go through everything anyway. We have Minigame Land. We have the option Library. Laboratory. I can't speak. We have Pirate Land, Western Land, Space Land, Mystery Land, Horror Land, and Bowser Land. The happiest place on earth. So, what we're going to do today is we are actually going to go to Pirate Land, as this is the first board. And the best thing about this one is, Toad and everybody dresses up.
I'm on a boat.
Or he is a boat. As we run down this very long tunnel. First we have to choose the game settings. How many will play this time? Because there's just one player, unfortunately. I'm all by myself. And For characters, of course, I'm going to be Yoshi. And I think, who do we want this time? Well, since Luigi didn't get much at the end of Mario Party 1, we'll put Luigi in. I'm trying to think who finished where at the end of Eternal Star. We'll have Mario because it's Mario's board. And let's have Wario. And we're going to go on to normal. Okay. Number of turns is going to be 20 as always. And finally, please choose a bonus setting. We'll have bonuses on, of course. Are these settings okay? They are, but I just want to quickly show something off. If you say no, choose settings again, yes. Oh god, oh god. No! Anyway, sorry about that. I had to show it off because I didn't actually know about it until a little bit more recently, should we say? But I found it quite funny how it looks like we're just going through a warp pipe, but it just seems to turn on its side and just everybody goes, ah no! Everybody goes flying back down. Right, well, we got done, let's go. Let's go! Now, if Toad's in a costume, we need to be in a costume. Pirate Land! Yay! Little Skipper Yoshi and Luigi the cabin boy. Oh dear. Bye, Cooper. Well, very nice. Whee! We're here, everyone. This is Pirate Land. This is a tropical isle. Pirates are scouring the island in search of a secret treasure. You too shall become pirates and scour the island for booty. Your objective this time. Oh dear. Is to defeat Captain Bowser, your nemesis, and find the treasure. Find the secret treasure to become the superstar of Pirate Land. Now, before this adventure begins, we must decide turn order. And we're going second. Well, we get 10 coins as always from last time. Right, so there are quite a number of changes in Mario Party 2. We always have the star space as per usual, but instead of Bowser being somewhere on the board to cause trouble, when we get there, we have Baby Bowser. By the way, Baby Bowser over here, he may take coins from you, so beware. He usually takes 5 coins, but there is a random chance that he could actually give you 5 coins. And he's like, oh, I didn't mean to give you that. Don't tell anyone. And Wario has actually landed on something that I was waiting to actually discuss with you all. We now have item minigames and items. This one is roll out the barrels, which I will probably be landing on the space at some point, so I will go over it then properly. But basically, there's 5 items and Baby Bowser. If you get Baby Bowser, you get nothing. If you get one of the items, you get to take that item with you. And you can carry 1 item at a time. Wario is going to go for Plunder Chest. Plunder Chest, you can steal items from any other player. If 2 players or more got an item, it does it at random. So it's best to avoid items for a bit. Anyway, let's have a look at the map, shall we? Spaces, we have blue spaces, which are the same as last time. They give you 3 coins. Red spaces that take away 3 coins. The item space, which we've just been seeing, which makes you go and play an item minigame. We have this space over here, which is the bank space. This is new to Mario Party 2. If you go past the space, you have to give 5 coins to the bank, but if you land directly on it, you will get all the coins that are in the bank. Bowser spaces, which does the same as last time, it sends you to Bowser. and they will do something to you or all the players or something like that. We have happening spaces, which are back for again, and they just cause something to happen. We have these, which are battle spaces. We now have battle mini-games where everybody wagers coins into to play the mini-game. It's usually either 10, 20, 30 or 50 coins. That might be it, I think. Get the Lego space. Oh, and we have the chance time spaces, which there's not many on these. There's nowhere near as many as there was in Mario Party 1. And basically it goes to a thing where people can give coins to other people, people can give stars to other people. It's not something that you want to land on, so I'm hoping nobody lands on them. And I think that is everything. And there's still Boo here. He will steal coins or stars for you. And yep, that's it. Now, let's get started with a lucky 7. And you'll land on the backspace. If you land on the backspace when there's nothing in it, obviously you're not going to get anything. Oh, God, no. Oh. There's also hidden blocks in this game. Well, the hidden block in Mario Party 1 made either Koopa, Boo or Bowser come to you. These either give you 20 coins or a star. They can screw you up big time. And to start off, we have a 1 vs 3 minigame, which we are going to play Lights Out. You're the one in the dark, but hit your butt-carrying rivals with the hammer, and it's lights out for them. Wario moves vertical swing and horizontal swing, while we just move. Press the A button to figure out where you are, press the B button for a wider attack range. And this is actually quite a fun minigame. It's a good one to start off with. There we go, that was demonstrating swings. Wario decides to go straight for me. No, you don't. I'm trying to keep an eye on him. Oh, Luigi's gone. The lights do flicker back on and off, so it gives you a chance to see whereabouts Wario is. And he's incensed to come after me. Leave me alone. Leave me alone! Obviously with Luigi being dazed thanks to being hit by the hammer, he does become a bit of an obstacle, but it's not too bad. There we go. If you get hit with the vertical swing, you actually remain a pancake on the floor. It's quite amusing. I do like to try and get people with that. As you can see, Wario has to deposit 5 coins to the bank. Actually, there is one thing I just want to mention. It's only on this board. But if you land on this blue space here, this blue space here, or this blue space here, the ones that are next to the boards, a shark will pop up and will take you somewhere. I'm going to go over all the other details of this board in detail in a minute. Turn that way first. What else is new for this game is dual mini games. Now, with dual mini games, if you're in the last 5 turns or you have a specific item, you can duel somebody. I can't get my words out today. Most of the time, each board has its own specific dual mini game, and you just fight off for coins. It changes later in later games. I think it's Mario Party 5 it changes, where you can actually duel for stars and stuff like that, which can be annoying. Okay, so we have our first 4-player mini game, and it's kind of a repeat mini game. We have Slot Car Derby. Now you may be thinking, hang on a minute, this was in Mario Party 1. You would be right. I think there was about 15 to 20 mini games that got remade into Mario Party 2, which was quite nice. It's the only ever time I did it before, obviously, things like Mario Party, the Top 100. So it was nice to actually see them get made. And right, so the first one to complete 4 laps in the Slot Car Derby wins. Don't spin out by speeding around curves. There's actually 3 different maps you can go on. This is the intermediate one, in my opinion. Come on, Luigi. I was just thinking he had to spin out at some point because he was zooming past everyone. Whee! And we're actually going to start this out with a brand new record. Like quite a fair bit as well. God, I must have been crap with my first couple of goes. Not lost, Luigi on third. Right, one other thing I don't want to do, because not really had many problems with it, but I need to make sure I save after every turn because it does have a tendency to break on me. And Wario's going to show off the... Whoa, 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 what's up, what's the rush? You're so rushed, up on my back, and it's going too quickly, I can't read it. We're not really moving anywhere, but oh well, never mind. Could be worse, we could be Mario. Who actually gets the bank? He doesn't need any coins! You use a nice 10 and get some moving. There is the item shop, where you can get different items. He's actually going to spend nearly all his money on a golden mushroom. Golden mushroom... Oh. It's a good job you did actually buy that, Luigi, because you're going back to the start. Yeah, on all the happening space on this board, that's what happens. You get hit by a cannonball and you go flying backwards. But the golden mushroom lets you roll 3 dice blocks instead of 1. Okay, so we've got a 2v2 minigame. Which is going to be... Hand can't have it. Yep. This has decided to come back to haunt me. But I don't believe you can fall off a side in this one. Handcars careen down the winding mine track. The first team to reach the end wins. Lean handcar, speed up and brake. Lean your handcar into the curves to corner more quickly without flying off a track. Like I said, I have never flown off a track in this one. It does lean, which is fair enough, but I've never seen it actually fall off. And we are actually a bit behind. Come on, Wario, we need to go. Stop braking, Wario! I didn't ask you to brake! And we're actually back in front. Like quite a fair bit now, actually. That's surprising. Whee! There we go. It's quite close, actually. Wario's actually going to use his plunge twist. I actually forgot Wario would have that now. But, let's see what happens. And ta-da! Does Wario have enough of a star? I'm not going to use it yet anyway. These flumps here act like they do in Mario Party 1 on Yoshi's Tropical Island, where to pass them you need to pay them, and Wario's going back to the beginning. Hi Wario, how are you? Welcome back. Right, so let's have a look what we've got. Mushroom will be fine. Mushroom is it just gives you two dice blocks instead of one. With mushrooms though, I must mention, if you roll the same number on both dice blocks, or all 3 dice blocks, I think you get 10 coins for the mushroom, and for gold mushroom I think you get 20, I think off the top of my head. Poor Luigi went all the way back to start just to get a 1. And a 4-player mini game, which is Mecha Marathon. See how far your Mecha Fly Guy will fly. Whoever flies farthest wins. A and B repeatedly will wind him up. Press A and B simultaneously to wind up your Mecha Fly Guy. It's not A and B like A, B, A, B, A, B. It's both of them together at the same time. So it makes it a little bit different for your button mashing mini games, but I'm actually quite good at these, thankfully. We're off. Now, see, if I had the computer on easy, they would fall about now. Thankfully, we don't. Ooh, who's going to fall first? Wario's gone, and there go Mario and Luigi. Mine's still going. Blop. About 27 meters? 28 meters, even better. If you try playing hard on these, then it's near impossible. They get to about 30, over 30, it's like, oh my god. There's no chance of we get him. Alright, so what's Wario going to do? Oh no, he's not going to sing, is he? Go and have an item, go away! I'm going to use this so I can get off the bridge. Don't fancy hitting one of the happen spaces. But in my luck, I'll get something crap. Oh, that's alright. Woohoo! There we go. Hey!
Hey, pretty lucky. You got 2 of the same number. You win 10 coins.
Why, thank you. 18. I should get them quite close to the start, actually. No, I don't want to go past you. Go away. Okay, bye. No, I don't want to go. Okay, no. Okay, bye. Ow! God damn it. Oh, well, on to the long one. I don't want Bowser Revolution. 20 coins to Bowser, fair enough. With coins to Bowser, this is an exciting new event in which you give 20 coins to me! I'll take those 20 coins. Yay, thanks. That's what I wanted. Oh well. Mario's got the same idea as me. Thankfully, you can't reach the star from where he is, but yeah, cross the bridge nice and safely. Oh dear. Here we go with our first battle game, which is 10 coins a player. You can't afford it though, but oh well. Hey, somehow I didn't get enough coins. Oh, anyway. As I was saying, let's get started. Let the battle begin. Now, with some of these, I like them, but some battle mini games are horrible. Speaking of horrible battle mini games, this is Bowser's Big Blast. You like luck mini games? Then look no further. Take turns pressing the plungers. If Bowser blows up on you, you're out. Last one standing wins. Move, press plunger. Just because a plunger detonated Bowser once doesn't mean it will again. Or does it? Give it a try. And also, blop. So if you're wondering what extended this video length, because it's already 25 minutes, then it is obviously the starting one. And blame Mario for landing on a battle burst. And he's going for red, his own colour, which was a dud. You know what? Why not? Let's go for green. Green for Yoshi. Ah! God damn it! Yay! And now I have to do absolutely nothing. And Wario's gone, so at least Wario's not getting any coins either. Luigi goes to pink. There's the done. Goodbye, Mario. Hey, hang on a minute. Luigi didn't pay enough to play this minigame. He shouldn't get all the coins. So all the coins are distributed, and you get one player who gets one random coin. Basically, I think it's 70% for the first player. Whoever finishes in second gets 30%. If everybody's paid the exact right amount, like everybody's paid 10 coins, there'll be no random coin at the end. So I've got a 1v3 minigame. Oh dear. Bob-Omb barrage. So, the player floating in the tub must dodge the barrage of Bob-Ombs to keep the tub afloat. Move the tub. Flick throw bombs. It's actually quite a random input for you. It's really hard to do. You basically have to hold your thing back and then let go. The further back you go with the control stick, the farther it'll fly. If you hold a bomb for too long, it will explode in your hands, so aim quickly and let it fly. I've never actually seen anybody hold it for that long. Holding my tub. Leave me alone. What I like to do is go towards the back and whoa, and do like wiggles in the water. As long as you're good at watching where you're going, make sure you're always moving. Oh no, you don't. No, and you should be fine. It's and there we go. Right, so that was the end of turn 5, so I will leave this video here. Good God, nearly half an hour. So thank you very much for watching as always, guys, and I'll see you guys for turn 6 to 10 of Pirate Land. See you later, guys.